Okay, so this is a short screencast to go through a couple of the things that we can use when we're using the Vida Loca series, which is found on the BBC website. It's an excellent resource, it's free, so you just as well use it. So first of all, obviously you can use it to watch Mi Vida Loca, and once we've gone into the first episode, so if I take you back, this is the first page that comes up. And you know, to select each episode, we just go through here. There are 22 episodes in total, 1 to 6 from the first one. Just click onto there, it will bring up the next, and so forth. Now to watch each episode, we just click on the button there, and then we need to press watch the full interactive episode. It will take 30 seconds or so to load up, but once it's loaded up, it will play, and there are interactive things that you can do whilst you're watching. So it might ask for, you know, for you to choose the right phrase, etc., etc. At the end of each episode, there are some grammar activities that you can go through, comprehension activities that you can go through, so that you can check that you've understood certain things. But there are other things that you can do on Mi Vida Loca. So first of all, if we just drop down here, we can see that we can print a PDF transcript, which is something that you could, if you just right click and save as, you could save into your folder, which I've asked you to create, which is Mi Vida Loca. First thing you could do. Second thing you could do, of course, is you could go into this learn greetings and other basics, and if I just select here, just move that across so you can see what the box looks like. If I select that I'm a male and click next, it will then open up like so, and as soon as I then press start, we get this guide.
Learn a bit more about the Spanish in this episode. Remind yourself of the key words and print them out. Go over some grammar.
This is where we see the activity at the end, so if you choose that, you could do that. There are certain other things on the right hand side here that you might find interesting, things that you could go through. So for example, I'm not going to go through all of them now, but you could go through the Spanish quick fix essential audio holiday phrases. If I click into that, I'll see just down here that there's a download MP3, so I could download that and I could listen to it, and I could repeat them over so that I could get my pronunciation right. I could have a look at these lists here. I could test myself by just unselecting English there, and just see whether or not I can remember what they mean. If I click on them, then it's going to make the sounds so that I know what that is. Okay, so all of these things that are there to help you out. Now the other thing that I was going to show you, if I can just make this go back, is that if I look on the right hand side here, now all of these will be closed like this when you first start, so you've just got to open them like so. Now when I go down here, there's this one that's called Teaching with Mi Vida Loca. Now obviously you might look at that and think, well, that's not really all that interesting for me or important for me to look at, because I'm not a teacher, so how can that possibly be useful for me? But if we just go through, now the syllabus just takes you through what it is that each section covers, if you wanted to look at that. But then there's also this teacher's guide here. So if I go through here and then go through into the syllabus, you'll see the syllabus here, and there are notes on each of these things, which again, if I just hover over that, you can see that I can open it up. So for example, it's got a vocabulary list that I can just click into there, and it opens up and looks a little bit like this, which you'll see down here can be saved, I believe, as a PDF. Yeah, it's a PDF, so we could save that just by opening through that, and that gives you the key language that you need for each of those sections. Now again, once you've looked at that, if you right click on this here and just save link as, and then save it into your Mi Vida Loca file, then the way that I think this is going to help you is that over the course of time you would have a big list of words and grammatical explanations for things that you've covered during your time watching this. So there's just a few things that you could get started on with Mi Vida Loca.